All right, I'm out here today at a old Union fort. Of course, I think the Confederacy used it in the early part of the wars, but anyway, most of the war it was occupied by the Union soldiers. And I just found this piece. Actually, I had two targets in the hole and didn't realize it until after the fact. But anyway, well, let's see if I can dig it out. I think I'll fill it down in there. Well, dang. Hold on one second. Right here it is. But it is a flat piece of lead. I don't know if it's cut off in the end of a bullet, but it kind of looks like one of the old lead latches. I don't know what you call them, but used to have the wire, but I don't see where the wire attached to. So it is a piece of lead. It may be a piece of a bullet or something. But anyway, where I dug the hole at, I threw some dirt out here, and then I went over it one more time and found this. Let me throw it down there. It is a dropped 3-ring, so it's a good find. So, but anyway, I'll get off here and hopefully I'll be back with something. Alright, we've got a good signal. It's reading high 60s. Well, it's reading now around 73, 74. Let's get down here and see what it is. That's about a bullet signal. Yeah. You can see it down there or not. There's a this got some ash on it. There's a drop 3-ringer with some ash on it. I think this is a Confederate bullet. See how it's not as neatly made, especially the ring on the back. It's got 2 rings. What I've read in the books and stuff, that and no, most of the time one side of the bullet's bigger than the other. I guess it's where their mold's been sprung or whatever you would say, and one side would drop down further. Of course, it is a side. I don't know, I'll have to get home and clean it up, but it's got some of that ash in there. It's an old, I don't know what that is. Well, I'm gonna dig down a little bit further right here and see if I can find any ash anymore. That bullet had some ash on it. But anyway, I'll get off here and hopefully I'll find a couple of plates off in there. Alright, I'm still out here digging it. It's been just a second since I found that other bullet right down there, and come down here. Of course, I'm having to use it in discriminate because there's so many square nails that all metal is just pretty rough. But anyway, I've got another good target. I see it right there. Let me get it out. Another dropped 3-ring. Another good find. Let's see, it's got the, I don't know if you can tell it on this camera or not, but it's got the base of it's got 2 rings where it was molded. And I don't know if you can see that, but like one side of this bullet, the right side's bigger than the left side. So most of the time that I've seen that was a Confederate molded bullet in field. Well, it was molded in the field, so. But anyway, it's a great find. And the 3 rings are off. When it was molded, they were molded off like the bullet mold was sprung. So, but anyway, it's a great find. Hopefully I'll be back with a bunch more. Alright, I'm back with another find. Of course, Tennessee Trio, you guys are right. It's F75, man. It is a dang good machine. Of course, I used that that other detector I've got yesterday, and of course I have found some good finds with it, but this one does pick up a lot deeper. I just picked this cuff button up if I can find it again. It's probably about 9 inches deep. Looks like an eagle cuff, but it's pretty brittle, so I'm not going to clean it up anymore. I can make out an eagle. I don't know if it's got anything in the shield or not, but yeah, that F75, buddy, it picked it up pretty good. So, but anyway, I've had a lot better luck with deep bullets with this one than I have that other machine, but I mean, you just have to learn the sounds. That's all I can tell you. But anyway, I'm going to get off here and hopefully I'll find something else good. Alright, I'm back in. It's been a few minutes since I've had my last target. But anyway, I've got one off in the hole. Let's see what it is. I don't know what kind it is, but I say it's a 3-ring, yeah. 3-ring, kind of melted. Well, one side of it looks melted. It's been pulled. So, I guess the other one's got a little bit of ash color on it. Look at the other one I found. But, it's been pulled. That's a good find. Anyway, I'll get off here and hopefully I'll be back. Alright, I'm still out here digging it, and it's getting cold. I think the high today was 20, in the 20s. But anyway, I've warmed up quite a bit, just walking around digging, but I've got another good signal, and I've already got out of the hole, so we'll get down here together. It's a bullet 3-ring. Yep. Looks like it's been mashed on a little bit. So that's still another great find. It was right on top of the ground, probably 4 inches deep. So, but it rang out like new money. So it's still another good Civil War relic. So hopefully I'll be back with a bunch more. Alright, I've got another good target. It was ringing up 30s button signal, and flopped it out and I lost it. And then, of course, it was I guess it'd come out of the plug and fell up under it. But anyway, I finally got it. I hadn't got it out of the dirt yet. If you can see it right there, it looks like a button. So get down here and try to get it out. This is another cuff button size. I guess it's an eagle. I'm gonna have to. That clay dirt sticks to them pretty good, so I'm gonna have to wait till I get home. Looks like the shank maybe. Looks like the shank's maybe broke, but anyway, it's another good Civil War relic. But I've probably found 5 or 6 cuff buttons out of this area, and maybe only one vest size. So, but anyway, I'll get off here and hopefully I'll be back. Alright, I've got a good signal. It's reading up bullet signal, so I hadn't got it out. I thought we'd try to get it out together. I think it's a piece of camp lead. Yep. That's what it is, piece of camp lead. Still a good find. Good sign anyway. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, I was heading back toward the truck, but got another good signal, and I dug down a little bit. It was probably about 5 inches deep, 5, 6. But I can tell it's a bullet. Looks kind of like a pistol bullet. Of course, I've never found a pistol bullet up here, so let's see what this one is. This is a, man, this is a picket bullet. Sure is. First picket bullet I've ever found. That's a good find. So I don't know which kind. Well, I don't know if they've had different kinds of picket bullets, but this is my very first one. They're all shaped kind of like this for a picket bullet, but it's probably it's a little bit bigger than 44, maybe 5. I'll have to get home. I hate to say a caliber and lie, so I really don't know. But I know it's a picket bullet, so that's a real good find. It's kind of shaped funny on both sides. I don't know if it's just been squished or I don't know. It's dinged up a little bit, but other than that, it's in real good shape. So that's a first, and hopefully I'll be back with a bucket full of them. But anyway, I'll get off here and I'll be back with you. Alright, I'm back with today's finds. I ended up having a pretty good day. It was kind of chilly outside. It was, I think the high got to like 30 degrees. I'm really not for sure, but anyway, it was cold. And I went out to an old fort that was used by the Confederacy early in the war. I say 61, 62, and then I think in the around the latter part of 62 and 63, I think the Union took it over, and they used it throughout the war. So it has been hit pretty hard before, and of course you still find quite a bit of stuff. I've got a friend of mine I work with, Scott Woodall. Of course, he's on my YouTube page. If you want to, don't mind, check his YouTube page out. He's got some pretty good videos. Of course, he's been up there a couple of times. But anyway, ended up with 5 drop 58s. And then this one, of course, it had been pulled, so I can't say it was dropped. But he dropped it after he pulled it out of the gun. So, and it looked like it laid next to a fire. So I found, this is one of the ones that I found that looked like it had ash on it. So I don't know if you can tell it with this camera or not, but you can see the dark spots in it. And it does look like it's been melted right there. So I'm going to have to go back and start digging where that fire was. And this is another one that had the black ash on it. So, but that was real good finds. And of course, I found a couple that was kind of crudely made. Of course, like the base of this one, it's got 2 rings around it. And what I've read and everything, that was a Confederate bullet. Of course, they're kind of like crudely made in the field. And as you can tell on this, and I don't know, yeah, you can see it right there. The rings are off, and it's where the mold was, I guess, sprung. So, and what I've read and what I've seen in the magazines on the internet, that was a Confederate bullet. Of course, I'm not 100% sure. So, if anybody watches this and knows for 100% sure, please leave a comment, because I don't want to lie on a video if it's not true. But anyway, found this fire bullet, and it's pretty bad shape. I don't know what kind it is. It's I really don't know what size or anything. All I know it's a fired bullet. Found this other fired bullet, probably about a 44 caliber. I'm really not sure what kind it is. It was either shot or carved, because it's awful smooth where it was hit. I don't know. I'm gonna say it was fired. End up finding this picket bullet. This is my first picket bullet. I think it looks like 44 caliber, maybe a little bit bigger, 50 caliber, maybe. Yeah, I think maybe 50 caliber. But anyway, it's my first Pickett bullet I've ever found. And it was a real good find. Found this shot round ball, but probably a 36 caliber pistol bullet. So, and found this round piece of lead. I'm really not for sure what it is. It's got the little nipple on the back of it. Of course, I don't know. It don't look like it's been cut off, but I don't know if it's a part of a card bullet or not. So I'll have to do some little research on that one. Ended up finding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of camp lead. Of course, when you find camp lead, you know you're in a pretty good spot. Found 2 wheat pennies. One of them 1930, and the other one's 1944. Found this little buckle. Of course, I find a lot of them out at the infantry camp that I hunt quite a bit. Found, of course, a World War II blank. We have a lot of World War II maneuvers around this area. I found this bullet. I've been raised up around guns all my life, and I mean, I've never seen a bullet like this. Of course, it's a whole thing. So I don't know if it's World War II or not. I'm not saying that it's not a modern bullet. Well, I say modern, but I'm not going to say it wasn't 60s or 70s anyway, but I really don't know. I've never seen one like it. Found a couple of old bolts. Of course, I found that up there at the fort. Found this piece. I really don't know what it is. It's just really don't know what it is. So I'll see it somewhere on the internet sometime now. Old button back. So yeah, I got some. Get over here. Sorry about the. If I can get them out. I forgot to get these out early. Got them soaking in a little lemon juice. If I can get them out there. Anyway, while I'm trying to get these out with one hand, found that a piece of watering bit. Of course, that was I found a couple of them out at that infantry camp out at the cavalry side of it. Found this old spike. Found it out there at the fort. So I remember reading what they used these for, and I guess just chisel stuff. I guess I don't know, but it was for a specific reason, and I can't remember right off hand what they really used them for. But anyway, found a cuff button, 2 cuff buttons, and right there that's just got the eagle on it. I don't know if you can make it out any better or not, but anyway, that's just a general service eagle button. And this one I really can't tell. I had it soaking in the lemon juice, but I say it's just same thing, just the eagle cuff button. I have found a lot of cuff buttons up there. I don't know what the deal is with that, but that probably makes number 5 or 6. I've never found. I think I found one cuff size, vest size button, and the rest of them's been cuffs. So, I don't know. And found this piece. Of course, if it looked like it was the back hooks to a U.S. buckle, and of course it's got 2 of these on the buckle itself, and I'm thinking this is maybe a little small for that triangle piece, but the ones the U.S. plates I've got in my case, they've got the puppy feet, so I can't compare them. So but when I did find it, I checked the area out pretty thoroughly. So, but that's the only thing I can think it is, but it looks a little small to me. I'm going to have to try to get the dimensions on the back prongs on that U.S. buckle. So, well, that was today's finds at the fort area, and I'll hopefully bring something back tomorrow when I go. But thanks for watching, and happy hunting.